performance. Once again, we have a very special hour. That's we are calling today the Geri Halliwell Live at Much Hour.
Oh
Here
my
it is, Geri
God!
Halliwell.
It's so overwhelming. I really did not expect this. It's so nice for you to receive me like this. And before I say anything else, I really want to say a big thank you to everybody that has stood by me. And also, I apologise for not finishing the world tour. I really wanted to. And I'm sorry that, you know, I didn't finish it. I had my reasons and I'll talk about them.
Oh,
but I'm here now, so thank you for letting me come back.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you! That's so nice.
The beauty of today is, I mean, the beauty of today is it's about you and it's about your fans. It's about sharing a whole hour. We're going to definitely, as always at Much Music, we like to make it totally interactive. It's the only way to go.
Okay, that's good. I like interaction.
Oh, I like interaction too. Let's start that out this
yeah, it's a bit of a cuddling.
So we're going to give you the phone numbers and all that stuff a little later on so you can hook up with it. But there's also something we're going to be delivering for you, which we like to call a Geri Bite.
Uh-huh. What's that?
A Geri Bite is just little info bits on yourself.
Okay, you can talk to me and I'll tell you everything.
Oh, we know, we'll get to that.
I like a good old chat, I do.
I love to talk too.
Yeah, we'll do that. We've got a whole hour.
Well, it's 2 hours now.
Is it 2 hours?
We just extended.
Fantastic.
All right, let's check out the first Geri Bite and we'll come back and talk with Geri Halliwell.
Sadly, I would like to confirm that I have left the Spice Girls.
When Geri left, it was a complete shock to all of us. I mean, we had no idea. I mean, as far as we were all concerned, everything was fine. You know, obviously there's arguments that go on, but it had never run as smoothly as it had for the last, I'd say, 6 or 7 months. We were all very happy. There was no tension within the band. And I think, you know, for us, we were totally shocked. And all we could say is, you know, we wish you luck.
Do you at all feel let down? Do you feel as if there's now something missing from what was there?
I think we feel let down as a group and for the fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because without the fans paying so much interest in us, we wouldn't be here today. And it got 5 of us to get here, not 4 or 5.
Did you do it face to face? Or did
No.
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 And that's probably the saddest thing, I suppose, that you haven't had a chance to then face to face say, well, okay, goodbye.
What do you think you'll miss most about Geri?
She's... You know when you go out and you have, like, there's no stopping you?
She was good fun. She used to laugh at my jokes. She was the only one who used to laugh at me jokes. We used to have some really good chats.
Yeah.
She was very honest. She was my big sis.
Big sis.
Yeah, I do really miss her.
Already?
Yeah.
It's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, that was our first Geri Bite, and wow. I mean, just watching that tape and looking at it, I mean, we obviously got their side of it. And I don't think we really got the
No,
true
I thought
to
it
what
was, you know,
happened.
I thought when I went away, I just wanted to kind of, I mean, I'll tell you, you know, I'll explain the story of why I left the Spice Girls. It's very important you to understand, you know, I think I owe you all an explanation, is that the bottom line is I was going to leave the Spice Girls at the beginning of the tour. Well, I told the Spice Girls at the beginning of the tour that I was going to leave in September. I wanted to finish the tour, and the girls knew that. So they knew I was going to leave at the end of September. And so that's not quite right, what they say there. Right. And, but then I wasn't allowed to do a breast cancer interview during a few days before I left. And I got very angry because I'm meant to be the evangelist of girl power. You know, I mean what I say. It's more than a band. This is about, you know, speaking up and fighting for women, and I felt that I was being challenged and tested in life, and sometimes we are.
Sorry, wouldn't that be in their best interest to have you do that?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not judging anybody. You know, everybody's different, and this is, you know, you've got to understand, I come from a different place, and I was reading a book about it at the time. I've had a lump in my breast myself, so I was, you know, I was very intense about the subject. And I just thought, you know what, I felt like a hypocrite and a liar. And you've got it in life sometimes, as much as I wanted to be on stage, as much as I wanted to come to Canada and America, you know, some things in life are more important you've got to get your priorities and your values right. And I thought, you know what, I have to do this. I have to go and speak up about breast cancer. If I can't do that, then I'm a cheat. What I've been talking about to all of you little girls, you know, is worthless unless I can do that. So that's why I left on that day. I was going to leave anyway at September because I think everything has its time frame. You know, I love the Spice Girls. I gave my heart and soul to that group, and I loved it. And we had some great moments together. I'll always care about them. But the only way I can describe it is, you know, sometimes, you know, it's like you have a relationship with a boyfriend and you fall in love, and but then maybe 2 years later you're not loving anymore. You love them still and you care about them, but you're not in love, and that's what happened. You know, I'm 2 years older than them. I'm 26 years old, you know, now, and that's a bit of sometimes a bit of an age gap. You see things differently.
But you always seemed, like, that's one thing, it was one observation that I had, was that you always seemed in control of who you were as a woman and as a person.
Well, you know, I've always tried to be honest. I know I'm not perfect. Sometimes I say the wrong things. I'm too loud. I talk too much. But I think there's one thing that we all have in common. We try to be a good person. You know, sometimes I'm naughty and I go, oops. And then the next time I try to be the best I can. And I'm, you know, I'm growing up and changing. But
you're here.
I'm here, and I'm so glad to be. It's so nice. You know, I've got to say, can I say that? You know, when I left the Spice Girls, I was really frightened. I didn't know what I was going to do. And the last thing in the back of my mind was to do music, because I didn't feel that, you know, whether I was good enough. I'd always, you know, had a strong part in writing all the Spice Girls songs, a very strong part, and all the imagery. But I didn't know if I was good enough to be a singer and all of that. And so, but I had to I think we're drawn to what we're afraid of. So I had to do it. And so, you know, I'm sorry I've taken so long in coming back, but I wanted to make sure it was good. I don't expect any of you to buy my record just because it's mine. I want you to just give you something that's fantastic, and I've given you something that's interesting, inspiring, and you'll think, wow, that's great. So I've got a new single out, and I, you know, I've put my heart and soul into it, and you're going to see it soon, aren't you?
Well, yeah.
Not today,
not
next
today,
week.
But we're going to see it, we're going to see it on actually April 16th.
And I'll tell you about it a bit later.
You know what we're going to do is, because this is totally interactive, we're going to give you the digits and the numbers that you can get in touch with Geri.
Oh, brilliant.
So here's the numbers.
Hi.
So if you want to fax...
Hello, everybody at home.
You tell the numbers there if you want to get in touch with Geri Halliwell. All right, so we're back here with you. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to come back, we're going to talk about the new project and everything, the new video and everything, the brand new Geri.
Oh, I'm just new and improved, not brand new.
No, but I mean, in terms of, there's a lot, you know what, there's a lot of soul searching, and there's a lot of things that I know that you've gone through, well, I don't know personally, but to get to that point, you have to go through something.
Yes, definitely.
We'll talk about that now.
Okay.
Talk about that after the break.
After the break. Come back.
Come back.
Go and make a cup of tea.
Yeah, would you? We'll be back with Geri Halliwell, live at Much. What's written in the papers? Don't believe it. Yeah, I'm not believing it. I'm just trying to do
it. Don't believe that.
I'm just trying to be like the journalistic guy that I am. The fact that even though there's been negative hype that could be negative hype, it's worked in your favor because everybody looks at you as being real people and very cool. Now what do you think?
He's turned it around. Get me out.
Okay, all right.
Come back here, Master T.
All right, everything cool then?
Yeah.
All right, good.
When I come out, my mother's doing my Screen Girl Power. So I've always been the same sort of motivated, loud nutter, you know, with lots of attitude.
And do you like the girl power position?
Which is the girl power position?
Work that one out by yourself!
Is this in a CD somewhere?
No. We'll leave that to your imagination.
Okay.
Go and work it out.
Well, all right,
and then come back if the answer is yes.
See, like, during the commercial breaks, you guys should have had a camera.
I know.
We should have been on it. You're gonna do that.
Maybe I'll do it later if you've still got time.
Oh, you have to.
I will.
All right, so your brand new record, and I've actually seen the video, which is called Look
do you
at
like
Me.
it?
I like it.
Yeah?
Which the thing I like about it is the fact that it would be you. It's like everyone can have a perception of a person.
Yeah.
One individual thing without giving too much away.
Yeah, no, we could give it a little bit away. I mean, the whole song, Look at Me, is about public image, how we're all obsessed about what we look like, which is fair enough. But actually, it's saying, look at me, look at you, look at ourselves. Look into our... I don't just see a black man with dreadlocks. I look into your eyes and see the human being you are. We can say fat, thin, straight, gay, you know, old, young. We put all these labels on each other. And actually, as cliched as it sounds, you know, we should go deeper than that and, you know, more on a human level, whether you're the postman or the president. That's how I think we'd respond better to each other. And also, I'm laughing at myself. I'm a drama queen, if that's your thing, baby. I can even do reality. And the video kind of I take on 4 characters of women. They're kind of generalisation stereotypes, whether you're a vamp, whether you're a virgin, whether you're a sister or a bitch. Or you can be all of them, or you're none of them. Right. You know, we're all multi-dimensional human beings. You're mothers, lovers, fighters, all of that. And I say, who is Geri Halliwell? Well, you know, she's lots of things, and like we all are.
And the thing is, of course, you've got to put in that cheeky Geri bit at the end.
Oh, of course, of course.
We won't give that away.
Yeah, there is 2 versions to that.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, there's one where the screen is...
Yeah, that's the version
there's a nudie bit at the end, right? But I'm saying, basically, just see me as, you know, a human being. And my bum is kind of bleached out.
Bleached out.
But there is a version that isn't, like, kicking around, I'm sure, by accident.
Yeah. I'll talk to the record company.
Yeah.
All right, the other thing, too, is the fact that to go in to record, you know, your album and get everything together, you're going in as an individual.
I know, that was pretty...
That must have been kind of...
That was really scary. First and foremost, I was really unconfident. I've never had vocal training as an individual. I've never sung a whole song. I'd written, you know, a lot of the songs, but, you know, actually performing them by myself was really scary. But 2 things happened. The DJ went on air and he said, I really think Geri should be a pop star, blah, blah, blah. And then George Michael, his friend, David Austin, who wrote Different Corner, gave me a song to try out, kicking around, and I had a go, and it broke the back of my my nerves. So that was great for me, and then after that, I just went and wrote all my songs and just went and did it. And the brilliant thing was I wrote songs catering for my voice. Right. So, you know, I felt very comfortable.
So, when's the album out?
Album's out in June. June the 7th it's out, yeah.
Title?
I'm not telling you yet, but you can kind of guess. It's got my album is like an emotional mood swings like women do. 1 minute you're on the floor and you're reflecting, thinking, oh, God damn it. Next minute it's up there. And, you know, it's very high and, you know, outlandish. And, you know, and I try to paint pictures with it. You know, sometimes I take you to, you know, Latin America. The next minute, you know, I'm taking you to Switzerland. And there's all sorts of, you know, different tracks on there. Yeah. All sorts.
So you worked with the production team that actually worked, did a couple of...
There were a couple of Spice. They were kind of the lesser producers. They weren't the main ones. But the good thing with them, they let me just rip. I kind of tried to make an album that was almost cinematic. It was paramedic. It kind of, you know, it took you somewhere. Right. It wasn't lazy at all.
Where are you now in your life?
Where am I now? I'm here with you, Master T.
You got that right.
Master T, mate. What does that mean, Master T?
Master T, it's a long story. But anyway, where are you?
Yeah, that was a quick policy.
Yeah, it was.
Word,
it was a quick
it?
It's long and it's not that exciting.
Okay.
But, no, but in terms of, you know...
Where am I?
I mean, you've gone through this whole thing. You must have gone through some soul searching.
Yeah, I did. I think, you know, I grew 100 years, you know, in that time of, during the Spice Girls. I learnt a lot, but I think, you know, it made me... my father died 6 months before I was in the Spice Girls, and so I needed it very, very badly. And so I was very intense about it, but it made me question life a lot. And, you know, you've got to have your principles and values right, which I learned through being in that band, which is great. It really is. So I'm 26 years old now. Sometimes I feel 12, sometimes I feel 72. Right. There you go. I think I'm still a big kid, you know.
Yeah, everyone's a kid.
You know, shouldn't lose that.
You can't stop that.
No.
You know what we're going to check out the video that you want to check out was the Fat Boy Slim video.
Oh, yes.
All right, and then we're going to come back and we're going to open it up for all you guys to talk and chat with Geri Halliwell, all right?